What's going on, fellas? Today we're going to be reviewing all of my losses on this funded account. It's going to be mainly for took a couple losses in May, and we took majority of them in April. So we're just going to be going over my recent losses, past 2 months. Yeah, hopefully this will help me, help you guys see what it actually looks like to put some work into trading and reflect on your trading. Yeah, let's get into this. First day we got is May 12th. So what I'm going to be doing is finding my losses on here. We actually took one earlier, so we'll go over this. It was the 12th. Oh, same trade. All right, 12th at 9:45 a.m. So I'm gonna be getting my trade, and then I'm gonna be going back on TradingView just because it's a lot easier to go in like replay mode and see what's going on. So first thing I would like to do is look for my draw on liquidity for the day, which would be all-time highs. If we're not targeting all-time highs, I don't really see why I took the trade. We don't really have anything lower besides this 4-hour gap, and we are in a daily fair value gap, I remember to say. So not really sure what I was taking here, but definitely a little rushed. Entered at, damn, 9:45, I believe. 9:45 candle closure. Yeah, this was the 15-minute I took. Took this back to all-time highs. All right, now we'll do a little breakdown analysis, right? Got this up. 3 conditions. Know what my 3 conditions are: draw on liquidity, pullback, displacement, and like price actually moving. So is price actually moving on the high time frame? Somewhat. We're looking decent. We're putting in a nice retrace. There's our retrace. There's our second condition. Third condition is going to be the strong liquidity up here, which is all-time highs. So we have our 3 conditions down, and we can see we immediately got stopped out right after. So I believe the reason I lost this trade is because I took the first flip, right? When you take a trade, let's say it's mainly going to be high time frame retraces. You got this retrace. You don't want to take this down here and try to catch this trade back up to all-time highs. What we want to try and do is, okay, we see this flip up. Now we want to get a pullback, make a higher low, and then flip up again. And then we would take our entry somewhere around here. I'm trying to stay away from taking this first flip, which this was. We can see we're trending down, flip bullish, take the first flip, and we get fucked. But something I think I could have taken would have been if this expanded a little bit more, pull back, and then we continue up. That's a good trade I think I could have taken. So my 3 conditions had all 3 conditions met. Took the first flip, and that is just a gamble to go higher. Price could retracing to go lower. How can I avoid? I can wait for the second flip. Bang, first one done. All you need to do, and what I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to see and recognize a certain pattern that I'm doing, saying, let's see the 3 conditions, all like a bunch of different times. Price was not moving on the high time frame or low time frame. It was pretty much shopping. That would be my reflection for the week, and I'd be like, all right, damn, I'm not trading in probable conditions. I'm trading in choppy setups. So that's how I like to do it. That's what I noticed last time was I was trading in choppy conditions. And I definitely improved on that. So I feel like it's time again to review some losses, figure out how I can even improve my trading a little bit more. All right, we gotta go back to this one. Next loss was on Thursday the 7th. Now go back. Let's go back to Thursday the 7th. Ooh, here we go. Bang. Thursday the 7th at all-time highs again. All I can really see here is us taking all-time highs. You never really want to take shorts. We are in a little bit of a range right here, though, as you can see. Ranging a decent a bit. We're not moving. This is movement right here. This is movement over here. This is movement. This is not movement. So ideally, what I want to see is like a break above, retrace, and then continue to go higher. But we're pretty close to the drawn liquidity, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just take it out, market open. Let's see when we enter. $9.50. Hmm. Hmm. 951 candle. Yeah, I'm gonna assume I took shorts here. So got exited. Well, this was on ES, but still we took shorts still on this candle. It was on ES though. No way I just like actually shorted here. Maybe we limited actually. Yeah, we did. I remember this. We limited like right here. 387.75. Limited at the top of this. Got filled. Wanted to take the trade down to here. Stop loss was up here, I believe. 397. Yeah, 396. We can see we literally just got railed. The price continued to go higher. Take out all-time highs, obviously. So this is a day I exactly remember because I had the wrong drawn liquidity, right? Price did not break out of this range, what I was saying I wanted to see first, and I also was not trading towards the drawn liquidity I wanted to take. What something I would have liked to take would have been like this 1 minute flip right here. This would have been a nice entry to all-time highs. Something like this. Bang. There's 1.3 secured. This would have been a way better trade because I would have just been patient enough and waited for my drawn liquidity. And instead of trying to force a trade to the downside, price also is a little bit ranging before we enter the trade, and we enter on a limit order, which I rarely do. I want to stop doing that. Like I just need to stop forcing those type of trades. So this trade, I just genuinely need to be more patient on. We had a pullback and mid um, mid volume. We had the wrong drawn liquidity. So yeah, we had a pullback. Our volume was pretty mid, and we had the wrong drawn liquidity. We really had, bro. I'm telling you, that day I had the right drawn liquidity. I was like, yo, I'm only waiting for longs. And then I rushed to trade and tried to take shorts just to try and make some money, as opposed to waiting 5 more minutes. Would have gotten the entry I wanted to, and banged. So big L for me. Why I lost? I had the wrong drawn liquidity. I was chasing price to the downside. How can I avoid? Can be more patient. Take setups that I actually have confidence. Bang. Trade number 2, journaled. Next one, we got the 6th at 9:45, so just the day before. So I'm assuming I took longs here. Yep. got filled right around here. I'm assuming I played my stop right there. 425. Oh no, we played a pretty small stop loss actually. Trying to take back to all-time highs. I wicked out and would continue to play out. Let's see if it hits our actual TP or not. Bang. Would have hit actual TP. Would have been crazy late in the day. But yeah, if I played an actual decent sized stop loss, probably would have won this trade. That's all I really would say though. Like this isn't terrible. I probably paid it here. No, I don't know why it says that. I don't remember taking it off there. But yeah, looks like we got wicked out and price continued up to our draw on liquidity. All I can say again is this is the first flip in price after a decent retrace. What I should have waited for, or what would have been better, would have been this move up. We got our retrace and then we continue higher. So like somewhere around here would have been a better entry. That's later in the day. So should have just been a no trade day for me. We had our three conditions met for this trade. Why did I lose? Took the first flip again. Also played a very small stop loss. How can I avoid? Wait for the second flip. Also play a stop loss that actually means something. Bang. Let's go back to the next month. Got a couple more trades. This was a break even, just lost a little bit more. Explained it before. We had, what's it called? I don't really got any good examples, but we had a 5-minute gap where my break even was, so I put it a little bit below, only risking about $100. So this is the next loss. 9:36, April 20th. Damn, we didn't trade for a while, or we didn't lose for a while before that. Yeah, damn, 2 weeks. Here we go. What time was this at? 9:36. So I took longs for 75, 716. Drawing liquidity, all-time highs again. Just had this nice gap fill. Let's see. Another instance where I limited right here. I limited right down here. Stop loss was right here. Take profit up here. And we got fucked again. Another limit order, casual. Need to stop limit ordering these because it's genuinely just making me lose. But yeah, it's a lesson to be learned. Limits another again. We got another draw on liquidity. See if it ended up playing out or anything. We went lower, we went higher. So yeah, would have just been a no trade day. If anything, we would have taken shorts after this nice move up. But no draw on liquidity lowers, probably no shorts. Actually, this LRL isn't too bad, but pretty late in the day. So yeah, should have been a no trade day for me. So we said we had our three conditions met. We limit ordered instead of taking good entry. How can we avoid? We can stop limit ordering price and actually take something I know works. As you can see, as of right now, 2 limit orders failed. I've had no limit orders in this month that have actually succeeded. So I'm just going to be getting rid of them completely. And yeah, pretty much that. Go back to the next day. See how we're doing. That's 9:32. What the fuck am I doing? April 10th. Tenth at 9:32. 'm gonna assume we took longs. Drawing liquidity for the day. It's got to be this. Pretty sure this was data highs. Um, nothing much lower to be honest. This low is like meh. I wouldn't really take anything to it, and I wouldn't really want to, but it's meh. Pretty sure we just took this. Right? Yeah. Played a stop loss down here. This low, I believe. And I believe we had more high time frame. Yeah, we had like these highs. Pretty sure we tried to take this, and it just ended up failing completely. So what did I learn from this one? This one's kind of hard because it's nothing to do with my draw liquidity, nothing to do with the pullback, nothing to do with high time frame trending because we can see price started moving. This is strictly based on literally the first couple of minutes of market open. First couple of minutes of market open can manipulate price a lot and can make it just pretty much pump up high and when we're really bearish and then we'll start dumping after that. So it's just really probable to stay away from like first 5 to 10 minutes of market open. My new rule since I've had this is actually I'm not going to trade the first 5 minute closure. So first 5 minute can close, most perfect setup in the world. I'm going to just stay hands off pretty much and not take nothing. After that, of course, I would be able to take something, but we can see here if we had waited, we would have just seen how choppy price was going to be and not moving whatsoever. So would have been a good day to stay hands off, but we didn't, so it's fine. We're earning our stuff. Bang. How many we got left? Only 2 left. Wait, only 1 left. We just did this one. All right, last one. Dude, I swear all of my fucking combines or anything I start off the month with an L. April 6th at 9:35. I know exactly what trade this is as well. Probably find it right here. This one. Nah, it's the 7th. This one. This motherfucker. I know it was this candle too. It was the 6th. Yep. We took this and got wicked out, and then we just chopped. Drawing liquidity we were targeting. Going the 4 hour. Pretty mediocre. It's nothing like a prominent high or anything. Unless we were targeting up here, these were pretty good, but that's pretty high RR. So I don't think I was targeting up there, but I'm not like 100% sure. We can actually go check real quick. 6, 24, 540. we were targeting all the way up here. And why do I think this trade did not play out? Because it's the first 5 minutes market open, so I'm not going to trade these types of candles. It will just manipulate you. And we can see we pretty much chop around after. Don't do much. We don't even go towards the draw and liquidity. Draw and liquidity was not bad, but I just think it was not the right time and price to go. Price is not moving. You can see how slow, and then we get this giant candle out of nowhere. Pretty mid, not going to lie. So for our loss, we could say our draw and liquidity was mid. Everything else was there. Rushed another entry, first 5 min of market open. Here we go. So something I want to point out is I also took a loss. Well, it wasn't a loss. Kind of got out of break even here. This was the 13th, so we can go over it real quick, actually. Let's get out of this. Here we go. So if we go here, the trade I wanted to take, as you can see, took longs for the day at what time? 9:42 on the 1 minute. We entered on this candle. Traded somewhere around there. But what was I looking for today, guys? Originally, I wanted to see shorts into this unmitigated 1 hour just because of how bearish we were, even until this low possibly, but mainly this 1 hour. And what would we have gotten? We would have gotten some nice shorts to these lows. But we rushed the entry, didn't take nothing. Here's the low we want to get hit. Let's see if we even get an entry for this shit. But even like up here, you take that shit. That's a banger. Not gonna lie. This right here. This is a banger. Getting crazy R out of this trade as well. Doesn't even flush the low. Oh, there's our entry. Bang. Chop, chop, chop. So just an unprobable day it's looking like, but we definitely rushed this entry to try to take longs. What are we doing again? We're taking the second flip. Just doing some bullshit. So now something I like to do is I'll write out an explanation. Look at all my losses. First loss, took the first flip, wrong draw on liquidity, first flip, limit ordering, rushed. So we can see, say, rushing too many setups. We can see first flip, bang, we rushed it. First flip, bang, we rushed it. Limit ordering, rushing it, bang, rushing open, rushed at market open. Another one rushed at market open. So there's 5 out of my last 6 wins. I could have literally avoided from just being more patient and not taking the trade. Bang. We can see for the last 5 out of my 6 trades are from me rushing a trade, not taking something because I want to win. Instead, I'm actually taking 5 out of my last 6 losses are from me rushing a trade and taking something because I want to win instead of actually taking a probable setup. Something I did notice actually 2 days ago was like 3 out of those last 6 losses, if I had been a little bit more patient and waited 5 more minutes, I would have gotten the entry that I was looking for and won the trade. And that's literally the difference between being profitable and unprofitable. You can see these 3 little things. 3 losses on my month would save me so much. It would have helped me out so much. You know? Let's go to my account. Damn, why are we back here? Go to the account. Let's see what we could avoid all these losses, right? But let's see the easy ones we could have avoided. Second flip, first one, which was this loss. Took the second flip, avoidable. This one, wrong draw on liquidity was chasing price to the downside. That's like, yes, we can avoid it, but not crazy. Avoidable. First flip again, avoidable. Limit order, read on limit order, avoidable. Russian entry at market open, avoidable. We should not be taking entries in market open. Ah, damn. Bang, last one, rush another entry, market open, first 5-minute close, lost. As you can see, there's 6 of the losses that we could have avoided, and we would have had an entire green month. But we're learning, we're trying to make this shit work. So definitely a W day today. Found out a lot of stuff. We're going to be trying to avoid these losses now and take more winning trades. So hopefully y'all watch this. Appreciate y'all. Peace out.